So I think the big thing for me is the language. As people know, Korean is its own language with its own alphabet set of characters. Thankfully, it's a phonetic alphabet, really. So it's not, like the Chinese or Japanese where it's so many characters. It's only, was I think 26, 27. So very similar to the Latin alphabet. And again, it's very phonetic. And I having issues really trying to learn it. Hangul is the name of the writing system, and I'm very angry at myself because I've been here for 4 or 5 months, and I'm still struggling able to read. I can say some things here, but I really need to hone in and be more productive in learning because the English is not here. And it's one thing to go anywhere in Europe. Let's say you don't speak French, German, Italian. You can still try to read something because it's still the Latin alphabet. Well, in Korea, as you know, no. So every time I'm going out, I still can't tell what is what. Like, oh, this building right here, is this a dentist or is that a grocery store? Just based on the writing. So I am still that's a huge culture shock for me because in my this Korea is my 31st country that I've been to, but only the I want to say fourth or fifth where it's not the Latin alphabet. So it's something as foreign as you can be in terms of language. Again, like I said, when I'm in France, I mean, I don't speak French, but I can still at least, type things out and like, try to sound it out because it is the same alphabet. But the Hangul, I'm not at that point. So I hope next time we speak, whenever that will be, I hope I can, have some, my Korean will be better. But for me, that's the big culture shock. And I would also say just the lack of the English for one. So where I live in Busan, as I said, it's the second biggest city. So there's, I believe, 3.2 million people. So I mean, it's a large city, and it's very sprawling. So where I am, I'm in kind of the outskirts of the city, really. And so there's no English anywhere. So I mean, that's good for me because I really am thrown into, learning Korean because there's no falling back. I can't say to the person, "Hey, can I get some milk?" No, no, like I need to figure out how to say it in Korean or do my translator because I mean, there's no fallback. So I mean, just having to learn the Korean, I think, is a huge culture shock for me because living in a country, if I'm coming to Korea for a week, 2 weeks, okay, I don't really have to learn it. I can still get by. But the fact that I've been here, I will be here for up to a year. Yeah, I need to learn it. So it's definitely different than from being because I used to live in Spain. I can speak the Spanish, but here, no. So it's just having to be able to do that. I think that's the biggest culture shock for me at this point where I am right now.